All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 602. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by industry legend, Wombat.
That's me, the legend of the industry. Like that, I had a game show on Nick Jr. in the 90s or something.
Do you know why you're my favorite industry legend, Wombat?
Because I'm not?
No.
Oh, why? Tell me.
Because you don't commit sex crimes. And you don't...
Although my wife might disagree with you.
You don't buy companies just for their branding and pretend like you're that company, even though nobody else still works at that company.
I did try to buy Joust. And my wife might say that what I do in the bedroom is criminal. But that's usually gas related. So that's different.
Shipwreck, have you thrown up in your mouth yet?
I was just picturing Wombat jousting in bed.
Jousting and gassing.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. It's summer. I can tell everybody's away because the gym was very empty this week so far. All the moms are away. And I don't know.
Yeah, I'm off all week.
You just took the week off to hang out?
Well, it's the week between camp and school.
Right.
So
that's
the kids
what's
are
probably
home.
happening. Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
That's what's happening.
That's why the moms are not
in New
there.
York. For those who are not in New York who are very confused, it's a New York thing. Maybe Northeast thing. I don't even know. Yeah. So I'm on staycation. We couldn't go away this year because Sabrina has middle school orientation. So we're just sort of slumming it.
Right.
Just so far so good.
Right.
I went to the Intrepid. Ever been to the Intrepid?
Yes.
Yes.
I liked it. I had never been before. It was very nice.
It's pretty fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool.
Did
we
you
went
see
on a submarine.
Did you see the space shuttle?
We did. We saw the space shuttle.
Kind of hard to miss the space shuttle.
Did you
It's
touch it?
pretty big.
Did you touch it when nobody was looking?
I did not. I actually, there was someone watching me, and I said, I'm going to touch it. And they said,
I didn't
don't.
do
And I
that.
did it anyway. No, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
I did thank a lot of old men for their service. For those who don't know what the Intrepid is, it is a decommissioned aircraft carrier on the west side of Manhattan, where they have a bunch of historical airplanes on it that you could look at the planes. You could tour the aircraft carrier, and everyone who works there is a volunteer and a veteran. So now you're up to speed.
Yep. I like manning the guns.
I like manning the guns too. We have some good pictures. But we were supposed to do more outdoor stuff today, but it rained, so we went bowling.
What'd you get? Let me guess. 79.
No, I took a picture. Wait.
With the bumpers up?
The bumpers were up.
Oh,
so what do you
God.
think my bumper score was?
125.
I could have lied and said no,
125.
Shipwreck, before you laugh. It was with both kids.
125.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think 125's high with bumpers even. I'm thinking like 100.
It was, with bumpers, 135.
Okay. I should have stuck with my initial guess.
Yeah.
How like what percentage of balls were hitting the bumpers for you?
No, I try to not hit the bumper.
Half. That's half.
So I will say that much.
Here's
try
what
not
happened.
to
Let me
hit the
tell you what
bumpers.
happened. The first few rounds, Wombat tried not to hit the bumpers. Then he was like, I don't even really care what's happening. I'm just going to fucking throw it hard and bounce it all off and see what happens. And then it probably worked out pretty well doing that.
And we ate some food and we threw some balls and it was a nice time. Who cares what the scores are or what the bumpers? That was the point.
I have a
Shipwreck.
question.
Way to not understand what it means to be a family, Shipwreck.
Do you eat the food while you're bowling?
Yes.
So
You mean like food in hand and ball in the other?
No, I mean like
No, like ball that you just took your hand out of a ball and are eating food with that.
They have napkins. Why? You've
Ugh.
never eaten at a bowling alley before?
I have, but I was like 11.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a
So you
bit.
take your hand
You guys
Like,
are
out-
so weird.
out of the bowling lane.
The two of you are like
ball.
legitimately psychopaths. I
So this
just
is
wanna
after you've put
go
on
on
somebody else's
record.
shoes with these hands, and
You are
then
the
you're sticking
only-
them in
this is something
these
that's never
greasy
even
holes.
Really? You never
to me.
thought about that before?
No.
I think
How
about
can you
that.
not?
I don't know. I guess I don't think about greasy holes as much as Shipwreck.
Dirty holes.
No, he said greasy holes.
Oh, greasy. Yeah, they are greasy.
They
And
are.
dirty.
Yeah,
Right.
I did have some chicken fingers and French fries. So
Right, because then the guy before you did the same thing. And his chicken fingers and French fries are all up in that
you know,
hole.
we were there at lunchtime. I don't think anyone.
Well, the day before, and every day
You
before.
think they go in there and Q-tip and Clorox wipe?
Oh, I
those?
do. I doubt that. I think anytime you put your hand in any, but how does that make it any different than if you were to pick up that ball?
Because I put my dick in first, and that way the next guy who has chicken
You
fingers
make it sound
is
like
getting the bonus.
it's like, oh, you're gonna get your hands dirty. Yes, from the person before me, sure.
No, but I'm
so
not
would
eating
you.
at
But
the
then,
same time.
but then you don't like. You're not eating with that hand.
I'm sorry. I just I fail to see what you're getting at here. I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill, and you sound like a crazy person.
I don't know. But Shipwreck and I both can't be crazy, can we?
Oh yes,
But not for the same thing, though. I feel like maybe different
yeah, I
things.
think you're both.
Let's see. Bowling alley.
So you're
eating.
saying that you would never let
sickness.
your children eat at the bowling
No,
alley
I would
if
let
they
them
were
do
bowling.
anything because they're children, but I'm not a child.
So you wouldn't eat at the bowling alley.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. That is
Okay.
what we were saying.
Right.
Okay, it's okay for your kids to do it, but not so. Like if I said, "Oh, I didn't eat anything, but the kids ate chicken fingers and French fries."
Yeah.
If I'm there and I'm with Ty, I'm not having food at the bowling alley. If he's at a birthday party and I'm not there, you know, it's only so I tell him, certainly I will tell him to wash his hands before eating. I'm pretty sure he's not going to, but I can't stand over him. I'm not not invited to
Because
the
that was
party.
like we went bowling at lunchtime and made it was like lunch and bowling. That was the whole package.
Huh.
So
I'm glad you enjoyed it. How you feeling?
feeling fine now.
Any runs?
No, maybe later.
Solid
Although I did have a
movements?
lot of mushrooms for dinner. So,
Mm,
but those I cooked myself.
yeah, that was a lot of mushrooms, dude.
It was a lot of
What
mushrooms.
was going on there? You like
I
did you eat all those mushrooms?
Oh yeah, they've all been eaten. It actually reduced down a whole lot more than the picture you saw.
Phew. I was worried
Yeah,
about
it
those
reduced
mushrooms.
down by like half. So I bought a lot of mushrooms and I sauteed them with onions, and then I made some steaks, and then I threw the mushrooms and onions on top of the steaks. And guess what, everybody? It was delicious.
Shipwreck's still thinking about those chicken fingers going into the bowling ball.
I think you guys are crazy.
All right, listeners, sound back in the feedback. Let us
I
know.
do. I'm like, oh,
Let us know how
I'm gonna
crazy
put my
you
foot
are.
down on this one. You guys are both insane people. There's probably more bacteria on a bathroom handle. There's probably more bacteria on the doorknob of the bowling alley than there is inside the bowling ball. But
I don't know.
Or the shoes?
or the shoes. Do you not wear rental shoes? They spray the shoes. Though.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not. When I go to a bowling alley, yes, they spray the shoes. Yes, they spray the shoes. That's great.
Here's a Quora. Is a good idea to eat food at a bowling alley with your hands after using the balls. Shouldn't really harm a healthy person, but the food itself, it's a separate issue. I'd be
See?
more.
So shut up, the two of you, you jackasses.
I strongly urge doing all eating with the non-bowling hand. But this guy? What does this guy know? I wouldn't trust something that you read. I mean, who is this guy? The
I don't know. Apparently, I'm supposed to trust you guys.
master of science. He sounds
Considering
like he
that
doesn't
people
know
do it
jack
every
shit.
day, and I've never heard of the people dying at the bowling alley. So
From eating. Yeah, they wait till they
eating.
get home.
yeah,
They have e-bowl.
I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not talking to you anymore.